US Weekly, a show that is dedicated to covering United Women's Soccer, a national pro-am league with your host, Jonathan Ward. Each and every week, we will highlight players, supporters, and staff of the clubs we all pride ourselves to support in North America. The UWS is a league that is committed to advancing women's soccer.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 2 here at the United Soccer Coaches Convention, live from Kansas City. I'm excited to be joined this morning by Sunflower State FC head coach, women's head coach, Jose Ramos. Jose, thanks for taking the time to join me, man. How are you?
Nice meeting with you this morning. Yeah, excited to get to talk to you and talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing during the summer.
Yeah, this is going to be an excellent summer. And in fact, this will be the first summer of soccer for the Sunflower FC. How excited are you to have this opportunity?
Correct. Yeah, I'm very excited. I would say I'm really interested in growing the women's soccer game here in Kansas City. There's a lot of good talent here around the area. And I would say it misses the opportunity for them to get exposed to maybe reach the next level. I'm excited to help them grow, as well as have a safe environment during the summer for them to continue to develop.
Kind of a humble brag on my behalf. You're kind of a big name around here. You played for the Comets. You coach locally. Tell us a little bit about how you got involved in soccer in Kansas City.
Right, yeah. So I've been from Brazil, for those who don't know, been in America for about 8 years. Came here to play college soccer, and after a few transfers, I ended up in Kansas City playing for Mid-American Nazarene University. And I always wanted to pursue the coaching career as well as the playing career. So after college, just had the chance to play for a season with the KC Comets. And after during that period, I got an opportunity to be assistant coach at Mid-American Nazarene University women's soccer. And during that period, also, Sunflower invited me to be the head coach for the summer. Love the project, love what they were trying to do, not just about winning championships, but also helping the community. So it's important to mention there's a Youth Rise youth club here that's about helping refugees, helping people that needs a little bit more help, and making soccer accessible. And I'll say we having some of those players joining us and maybe help them to get an opportunity to play in the next level, college, or who knows, pro.
So your role, you are an assistant coach for NAIA. You are the head coach. What do you take as your role as I don't want to say a mentor, but helping people find their niche in the sport?
Yeah, I would say it's guidance. I always say that coaches, you don't tell people what you do, you guide them to do the right things. So I would say my mentor, the way that I mentor is, I like them to ask me questions, and I like to ask questions back. I would say the biggest thing for you to make people is let them figure out their path, not just tell them what to do. So I'd say my way is to help them find their own path. Is it in soccer or is it in life? Me as a coach, I like to develop the person first, and I would say the player comes second. I would say when people grow as a person, the player just comes right after there as a concept.
So Jose, one of the questions I like to ask is, what's the culture of Sunflower State FC, and how is it helping advance women's soccer?
Right. So I'd say the culture is we wanted to impact the community, impact the people around us. I play for the men's team right now, and I would say that's the biggest thing that made me intrigued to join Sunflower. The way that they help with the Youth Rise, the way they bring the people that really want something out of it, not just, hey, I'm there just to take time. No, we're there to develop people. So I'd say the culture for us that I'm looking for the team is to have a safe environment where the girls can develop, be themselves, as well as enjoying the process of development. A lot of the girls are just getting ready for college, or they're looking for playing a higher level. And I would say that comes with a lot of pressure. And especially in the transitional years, we have girls from every age, high school, college, and especially like some older girls. So I would say my role is to create a safe environment where everyone feels taken care of, as well as developing, because I'd say that's the biggest issue.
Coach, how would you describe soccer in Kansas City compared to other parts of the country, and in your case, probably the world?
Right. So I've been a few places in America before coming to Kansas City, and I can definitely say it's a no-brainer that Kansas City is the soccer state in America. I'll say comparing to Brazil, where I'm from. It's very, I wouldn't say similar, but different. You can see people playing pickup games. You can see soccer. You drive around. I'll say all you can see is soccer fields. So I love that. I would say soccer is in my life and is involved in my culture. So I would say Kansas City is growing, and not just in the men's game, but as well as in the women's game. So that's what makes me excited, giving the opportunity for every single player to grow.
So this is going to be the first year for Sunflower FC in UWS League 2. What's the expectation for the club coming into its first year?
Right. So I'd say the expectations are big. I have big expectations as a coach, as a team, as a club. Our goal, I know we're gonna play in the UWS 2, but our goal is to win a championship and hopefully join the UWS 1 next year. The phrase that I've been using is we want to have a UWS 1 team and a UWS 2 team. So players, we want the most talented players, regardless of their age, regardless of their background. If you're talented with a good character, you'll be more than welcome to join Sunflower. So our expectations is to grow something sustainable and something that can make us successful for the years to come.
So another question I have, let me reset here. We're on Instagram too. If you're traveling around, we are also live on Instagram. But Jose, let's think about this. So you also coach NAIA. What impact does the league have on your ability to make sure your girls are ready for those that are going to play with you? How does the summer of soccer help them hit the ground running come training time for NAIA?
Right. So I'd say not only for the players that I coach, but every single player. I think there's a big gap during the summer where players sometimes struggle to get touch on the ball. I know me as being with professional experience before, I know that soccer is a game. I call it selfish. You got to be in contact with the soccer ball as much as you can. So having the opportunity to provide those girls the opportunity to continue to play soccer, that is fantastic. So if you think that you're going to be in the summer just doing fitness, and I would say people don't play soccer to just do fitness. They play soccer to be in contact with the soccer ball. So I would say providing the opportunity to, hey, get touches, as well as it being a competitive environment.
You were asked to be the head coach, but obviously they had to have had you had to have had some input into what league. Why UWS League 2?
I would say you have to take small steps to get to the big steps. So we wanted to take one step at a time. We didn't want to take a bigger step that we could reach. So starting slow is our first year. Let's make something sustainable. Let's make something that holds together. Now, hey, we get a championship. Our name is out there. Are we prepared to move up? Yes, we do. I didn't want us to take a step bigger than we could. And then after first year, maybe 2 seasons, hey, it wasn't the right decision. So I'd say we are growing one step at a time, just like the men's. They started in a lower league. Now this year they're going to be playing the NPSL, which is a big league for the men's.
What is the overall mission of the club? You kind of touched on it when you spoke of culture, but what is the mission that you set forth for this season and beyond?
Again, I want to develop people. My mission is to I think it's just like what I said before. I want to create a safe environment for the girls to develop and enjoy the game of soccer. And my mission is for them to feel that they love for the game. I think a lot of the girls come from college in a very pressure environment where some of them might not be playing, some of them might be playing a lot, some of them might be not enjoying the environment on their team. So I just wanted them, hey, I'm here to enjoy some soccer, but and getting better each and every day. And at the same time, there's a lot of things going on in the world nowadays with mental health, with problems, personal problems. So I just want them to be a place where they feel safe, relaxed, enjoying, a place that they look forward to.
An inclusive and safe environment is always a good thing, right? Especially with everything that's going on in our world with soccer. Hey, so let's talk a little bit about development and the youth side of things. Obviously, Sunflower has an opportunity to draw and help the youth programs in the Kansas City area. How is it going to help with the development of these awesome youth players?
Yeah, so we're looking for high school players, college players, and older players. So I'd say the reason that I do so is to give the young players and the old players a completely different environment. So usually in college you have a certain age range that keeps the same, but I would say in the summer gives you the flexibility for having, hey, this high school player is playing with this girl that maybe is 25, 26 years old, already college graduated, and getting some experience from it. maybe this girl who is older, it's already learning some new things from these new generations, so to speak. So for me, it's a great opportunity to develop those girls, make them ready for the next level. I'm a college coach, so I always say for the high school girls that the high school to college, it's not a step, it's a jump. So when you get the experience right before you join college, or even maybe a year before you join college, you already have a taste of it, and it's make them easy for them to prepare for the next level.
It's a good way to put it. What are some qualities you're looking for in players as you develop your first season club here in UWS League Two?
Right. So I always say, even on my college team, we recruit people before we recruit players. It's easier for you to have a good player that's not a very good teammate. Doesn't their egos are higher than the team, and I would say so. For me, I want to get to know them. I want to get personal. I want to say, hey, what's going on in your world? What needs do you need? And from there, you just get to know the players. I'm very advocate of team culture. So if you don't have a team culture, you don't develop. So for me, again, I'm looking for character. Are they competitors? Are they looking for something bigger than themselves? Are they supportive of their teammates? As well as, are they do they hard work? Like, are they taking this time just to mess around, so to speak, or are they taking this time to really improve themselves? So,
How's the club going to be? How's the help going to help the cause of advancing women's soccer in Kansas City, but not just Kansas City, but also Missouri?
yeah. So I'd say the women's game is growing significantly. You now have a Kissy current team here in Kansas City, which is growing fantastic. And I would say just giving the opportunity. We have a men's team, and showing people that giving the exactly same attention, exactly same funds or opportunities for men's and women's pays back. I'll say in a lot of the clubs, they might have women's and men's, but the attention sometimes drives into the men's, or which are kind of like natural nowadays. And we want to show that, hey, no, women's that should have just as equal attention, so to speak. So our mission is to show that, hey, the women's game is just as big as the men's game. And if you put into a perspective of stats in the United States, the women's team is nationally, worldwide, is the best team in the world. Compared to the men's side, which is, they're growing, but not just as close as the level that is the women's side. So it's making people realize how good women's soccer is in the United States.
With soccer being such a big commodity here in the Kansas City region, does the club have any plans to get the community involved using maybe free camps and clinics so that more kids can have the opportunity to play the game?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I'll say we do definitely have plans to involve those youth community into our team. Me personally, I do. And just an example, our pre-trial camp that we had a few weeks ago was for free. So we're not charging those kids just to show up and collect money. We want to provide opportunities. And again, opportunities sometimes is different for different type of people, and we want to make sure every single person is taken care of.
So last question, and then we'll let you go, because I know you've probably got some sessions that you want to get to this morning, since we are here live from the United Soccer Coaches Convention in Kansas City. Jose, last question, and I ask this of everybody because I feel like it's a very important question to ask. What does community mean to you?
Community means supporting one another in every way possible, and the ones around you, the ones that you know and you don't know. So how are you impacting the community positively? And I would say the biggest thing with this is, are you impacting the community to get something back, or impacting the community just to do so? And I would say that's what community means to me. I want to impact those people, not looking to get something back, but just to give to them, again, an opportunity. I would say in the world nowadays, people be helped. And I would say me, as being a Christian, I think you give, not expecting nothing back. So my phrase that I like to use is community is you helping one another with no expectations. So that's where I see us as a team doing.
Well, that's all I got for you, buddy. But I'm excited to have the opportunity to meet you, sit down and chat. Thanks for joining me today, Jose. How can people find out more about Sunflower Soccer?
Yeah, good question. Again, appreciate everyone taking the time for watching this and listening more about us and taking for the invite. I'd say for us, you can connect us through social media, Sunflower Stay FC, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, as well as I have my personal Instagram, @CoachJose.R. So both of those, you can find us more about us. We do have a tryout coming up on March 16th. So every local girl, local player that is looking for a place to develop and enjoy the beautiful game, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Awesome. Well, you heard it here first. We got tryouts coming up. Get those boots cleaned up. It's cold outside. You might have to dust some of the icicles coming from the bottom of those boots,
Right.
Jose. But hey, thanks for joining us this morning. Live on Instagram, live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. We'll be back later with perhaps a former member of the 99ers. Stay tuned. Talk to everybody soon. Cheers, everyone.
It's time for a dedicated women's league to fill the gap between college and professional soccer. A league that's committed to advancing women's soccer, focusing on the development of the female soccer player during the summer months, elevating the competition to help each player reach that next level, providing high-level soccer for collegiate players, aspiring and former professionals, and international stars. Operating with professional standards because players and fans deserve an exceptional experience. Uniting players that inspire and are inspired. We are passionately growing the women's game. The future is bright for United Women's Soccer. It's time. Be part of the movement.
Up and we'll be all right.
All right, sounds
I
good.
apologize for that.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I'll be in the meeting later. I hope to catch you there.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'm hosting and presenting, so
Oh, nice.
I